Assalamu alaikum, BrooklynMuslimah here, and I just want to share with you a little information about Islam. Hopefully this will start a series and we can get the sisters on board and we can go on this journey together. So we'll start with the pillars of Islam. I have this pamphlet I received from the Islamic Center of Virginia, and we're just going to go over the 5 pillars. It's not where the beginning is, it's over here, but the 5 pillars are Shahada. So this is your declaration of faith, bearing witness to the oneness of Allah. There is none worthy of worship but Him, and the Prophet Muhammad, may peace and blessings be upon him, is the final messenger and seal of the prophets. And then the next one is prayers. So the daily prayers, 5 daily prayers is a duty towards Allah. This is the second one. And then the third is fasting during the month of Ramadan, which happens to be coming up in a few days. It's starting. And then zakat, which is your charity, an annual payment of 2.5 of one's net savings that has been in one's possession for a year, or just giving to those poor and in need and assisting in a charitable manner and having a charitable demeanor in your attitude. And then the next is the Hajj. Hajj is a pilgrimage to Mecca, and this is something that is supposed to be done before death. It's not I'm not any type of perfect Muslim or anything of that sort. I'm just trying to keep it real with you and teach you a few things, and as I learn them, so that we together can get on the straight path, hopefully. Okay? So now that we have that down pat, we have the Shahada, which is the declaration of faith. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. And then the second is the prayer or the salah, 5 times a day: Fajr, Zohr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. And then we have the fasting for the month of Ramadan, 40 days fasting during the daylight hours, eating before the sun rises and after the sun sets, and abstaining from any profanity, sexual relations with your spouse, just trying to have a month of atonement and a higher spirituality. And then we have the zakat, which is charity, sadaqah, being mindful, helping the poor financially and both attitude wise. And then the pilgrimage to Mecca, which is Hajj, should be done in a Muslim's lifetime before death. Okay, so now that we have that down, we're going to go through not Shahada, but we're going to go through the prayer. Okay, so the prayer is 5 times a day. Before you start the prayer, you're going to have an ablution. The ablution is called wudu. Wudu. Okay, so in English it would be spelled W-U-D-H-U. Wudu. Okay, and this, I have printed a paper so we can go over it together. The first thing you want to do in the wudu is your niyah. Okay, so your niyah is your intentions on anything that you intend to do. So may Allah forgive me if I mispronounce anything. Always, I would say, seek guidance from someone who knows more. But what I'm giving you is just a basic information. So before we start wudu, which is the ablution, cleansing before prayer, we would say Bismillahil Azimi Walhamdulillahi ala Din al-Islam. Okay? Bismillahil Azim. Bismillahil. Okay. Bismillahil Azimi Walhamdulillahi ala Din al-Islam. That might sound like a bunch of complicated words if you don't speak Arabic, but no worries, we're going to go over it together again. If you don't have it in the beginning, you can always simply say Bismillah. Bismillah means in the name of Allah. It's the intent that everything that we do, we're hoping it is to please Allah and for the worship of Allah. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do when we do the wudu, we are going to wash our hands. Okay, 3 times on the right hand, 3 times on the left hand. Once we wash our hands, we are going to wash our mouth. So 3 times we're going to take water, put it in the mouth and spit it out. In the mouth and spit it out. And then 3 times in the nostrils and out. 3 times, okay? And then after the nostril, we are going to do the face. We do the face 3 times in, 3 times out, okay? Yes. And then with the face, we're going to do the ears, okay? 3 times the right side first, then 3 times the left side. And then after that, we're going to do the arms. When we do the arms, we're going to do from the wrist up to the elbow as high as we can go, and then come down. Right hand first, left hand after, 3 times on each side. And then after that, we're going to wash the head. When we wash the head, we gather the water, start here and end here. After the head, we do the neck. After the neck, we do the feet. Okay? When we do the feet, right foot first, then the left foot. 3 times each. Okay? And then afterwards, when you finish the wudu, you will say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illahu wahdahu la sharika lah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma aj'alni min at-tawibina wa aj'alni min al-mutatahhirina wa aj'alni min ibadika salihin. And that means I bear witness there is none worthy of worship except Allah, and that He is the absolute one. There is no partner to Him. And I bear witness that Muhammad is His servant and His messenger. And then you're asking Allah, oh Allah, make me one of those who are, I'm trying to read it off of this little dua book. Make me one of those who are always repentant, and one of those who always purify themselves, and make me among your virtuous servants. Okay, so this is wudu. Okay, so we want to try the proper wudu. All right, so if you forget everything else, remember, start with just Bismillah, wash the hands, right, and then left with the water in the mouth, right, and then in the nose. You don't want to do too much strength in the nostril, or you're going to feel a little discomfort. Okay, and then the water, face, and then we do the ears, right? And then after the ears, we'll do the arm, right? 3 times right, 3 times left. After the arm, we do the head 3 times. Some people, and then the neck 3 times with the water, and then the feet 3 times. Now, I have to tell you, there is some discrepancy on whether some things you will do 1 time or 3 times, and there's some discrepancy on the order of the ears and the order of the neck. Some schools of belief will say the ears come with the neck, or the ears come with the face. So it's okay if someone says the order is a little different, as long as all of these pieces and parts of you are cleaned and purified. In the event that you're in a location that has no water, then you will be able to do tayammum. When the prayer comes in, the tayammum is okay if there is no water. You will hit the ground 3 times, pop, 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 and then over your entire body. with the dust, because remember, it is a purification, more of a spiritual purification than a physical cleansing. The ablution is more spiritual than physical. Okay, so after that, you will go and to begin your prayer, and we're going to start the next recording with that prayer. So that'll be the next video, and we'll talk about the times of the prayer, and we'll talk about the names of the prayers and what are rakats and what are surahs and things like that. So thank you so much for joining me on this video. This is my first time ever doing a YouTube video, but I saw there was a need for it. So I'm going to try to do my best. May Allah accept our intention, inshallah. And if I've misguided you in any way whatsoever, I do apologize. May Allah forgive us for our shortcomings. And I am not a scholar. I'm not an instructor. I'm just another Muslimah. I go by the hashtag BrooklynMuslimah. You can look me up if you have any questions. Just put them below, and you can subscribe, and hopefully we'll get better. I'll get better with the YouTube videos, and we'll both get better on the Sirat al-Mustaqim, the straight path of Allah. Okay? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Until next time, inshallah.